Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Wait!
Man, I got you. You gonna take. You got
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check. Lucky.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. Third and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go again.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Switch. Check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant.
Come on. Oh, you got deep?
5.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 44 Mike. Check.
Get it.
Back to throw. Bryant. Got his target, Samuel. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shoot.
X3. 218. Chopper.
58's the money. 58.
Hit it.
The 1st carry for Josh Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
51's the mic, boy. 51. All day, just like that. 51's the mic.
2nd and 4. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Let's go, baby.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Snap.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Greystone, travel.
58's the mic.
Let's go.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's go.
On third down, Bryant. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 9, check 9.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
He's coming.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Check four.
Sunday. Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Slam.
Wentz on to give to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Waiting.
54. Line 54. Man, that's trash.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he's to the 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They go counter with Breida. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go. 50, plant.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Bryant. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Slam. Watch out.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
61, match box, lights.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Bryant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Protein spill.
Here we go.
Deep grip.
Back to throw. Bryant. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Base.
58 is the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 65. 65.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. 58.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch twist. 6-6, bullet high.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Operating from the gun, Bryant, and that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Chance.
Now Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Too little, cut. He's coming.
We got double up.
Check safety.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That's it, baby. Let's go at their own 20-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Bryant. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done. On offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We own it. We own it.
Now wins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Go, go. 180.
54. I got it. Undercrush. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Check. Under 10. 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Eagles send out their punter now. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
44 to Mike. Bandit.
Go.
44 to Mike. Check. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 44. Mike, 44.
Big grip.
On 1st down, Bryant. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the ready.
51 to Mike. Here we go, G.
Go.
Motion.
They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Go, baby. Come on, let's go. 51 to Mike. Check Mike.
Go.
Looking to throw. Bryant to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Bryant under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about it. As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Get it.
2nd and 6. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a... Touchback is at Sales over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Wentz. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Bryant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Bryant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Got it. 30 base. Go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
58, right over there, Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bryant, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 3rd down, Bryant. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Ready?
No. Come on. You better bring it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.